rushing to the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. Sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
Greetings. Nice village.
Aye.
A real pearl of the swamps.
If you say so.
You get by all right?
Aye, winter to winter. Somehow we survive.
Recognize this dagger?
Aye, master. I didn't know you belonged to them.
So you know who sent me. Good. Easier that way.
Forgive me. I didn't know you came from the Ladies of the Wood.
They help you often?
From the time of his cutting, every man is theirs. They be harsh mistresses, but they're fair. Just. Demanding they can be, but then nothing in life comes easy. Who drove off the plaguey heirs? Who gave us seeds to plant? Round the other villages, they be eating the soles of their boots, whereas we get along well enough.
Hear about an ashen-haired woman meeting the Ladies of the Wood?
I ain't heard nothing about that. Beg your question to the ladies, and they may answer. They knows all that happens in Velen.
They got informers?
The woods listen for them. A lone word at an ill hour can arouse their wrath, but they hear pleas and prayers as well. Once a swineherd lost a sow, sat and cried at the crossroads. The sow ran out of the trees as if chased by a devil, straight to the swineherd.
Ever meet the Ladies of the Wood?
Never. They only shows themselves to the chosen. Perchance one day, I too will be summoned.
选中，拿去种。
I'm supposed to help solve your problem. Tell me what it is. Just the essentials.
The war awoke an ancient power. An evil one that feeds on bloodshed. Nightmares haunt our nights and days. Folks sleepwalk from their homes, never to return. Under the tree on the Whispering Hillock they lie. Unburied, all. Fathers, sons, daughters, and mothers. Folk are afeared to move them. You must go there. The dark powers must be cast off.
Need more details.
You must see for yourself. Me grand's mum whacked me crosswise for straying near the Whispering Hillock. But what happens there now is a wonder. A few times folk from round here gathered to chop down the trees and burn the cursed soil back to use. None returned. The ground neath the weeds is white with human bones.
When did all this start?
3 years back. I remember 'twas a warm day. Went to check the snares for game. Pulled the hair from me trap. It grew dark all of a sudden, though it was nigh on noontime. Thought it was a storm at first. A squeal pierced the air, near burst me ears. The hair rotted in me hands, and the leaves shriveled and yellowed, though it were yet the start of summer. Times have been ill ever since. Folks' teeth turn black as charcoal. Womenfolk fight like polecats, bawling and brawling over nothing. The young'uns, born crippled, lame, fear and cursing. Long have we pled for the lady's help.
Ladies of the Wood don't know what this power is?
They know all. Old Thekla claimed they'd be punishing us. Folks stopped respecting them. Some even call them witches. But must not be they, for they sent you.
I'll look around the Whispering Hillock.
You be careful, Master Witcher. Don't ye treat this evil light.
Others call them the Crones, but you call them the Ladies of the Wood.
Those who name them crones, them's artless fools. The Ladies of the Wood have watched over this land for ages.
In what way?
They drive out evil powers. They say 100 springs ago, they saved Velen from a plague of werewolves ravaging our flocks.
好，出去玩了。看你呀。
Good health to you. Farewell. Others call them the
Those... they drive...
Good health to... Giddy up.
Be gone.
Hey there.
Come no closer. I know whence you come.
哦！
它没有字幕。
对啊，这任务会开始影响剧情的哦。
是啊，没差了。
对。
他那个字幕没跑完，他就直接。
The powers that protect me. They sense whence you come.
对。
地下。
对，他地下。那你要不要杀？你杀了也会有人死，不杀也会有人死。
哦，没差啦，我看我心情。红色那个是目标物嘛
Fang bites.
那你要救谁啊？
他应该会说他的故事吧？会吗？不会吗？
他只是叫你把它放出来而已。
他可以不放吗？
可以啊，那我就是不放那个。
哦。这手狼看到我就跑，好爽啊！别靠边，我速度太慢。
Time to end this.
还有，好还有一只。打不了，出手太慢了。这里的战斗音乐不一样。
对啊，我记得这边还有一只男人。
哦，他也是狼人啊？
不是哎、
还是有狼的地方？
男人。
还是有狼的地方就会有狼人啊？
很难讲啊。
我听到一个心脏一跳的声音。
A voice from within the tree.
哇，真的很黑，明明靠不到。靠背哦，出手！树里哦，树洞可以进去是不是？
有啊。
像素。
在魔力之泉附近啊，有个问号点。
要，啊无扛哪里的呀？
看地图好不好？
地图就这里呀。
记得会显示一个洞啊。
没动，就狼，狗狗来。还是他是在旁边的小山丘啊？洞图下面啊。白骨，对，里面白骨啊，是石头啊。这个吗？这里没有啊。
不是啦，你跟着那个地图的指标走好不好？有没有看到一点一点的？
一点一点的。啊。哇，这一下就会摔死人。
Be gone! Be gone! Be gone! The powers will not relent.
他是目标吗？应该不是吧？
不是。
所以我可以杀他，因为他是怪。他杀他走了。
How long you gonna make me wait? Show yourself. I want to talk.
游戏储存。
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Be gone! Be gone!
这是不。点技能喽！我好像很久没有点技能。
你知道？
哇，我现在要点什么？我要点一点，我有一点啊。
对啊，你就随便点一点啊。
可是我不能学它，为什么？
你要点一点再其他支线，你就随便点一点，看你要点在哪一招。
哦。
你可以点那个啊，这个玩偶大师。
这要干嘛？雅克席是那个陷阱那个。
雅克席操控人心。
哦。我可以学这个。
对。伊格尼强化。
强起来。法医30。
OK， 我跟你讲，这招玩偶大师不要乱用不要拌进去哦。你只要把它拌进去之后，你的雅克席就会变成只会转向盟友，不会操控人心。
操控人心是用在跟 NPC 对话的时候吧？
不是不止啊，可以让敌人站在原地不动。
哦，好吧。上面啊，好呀，把我收下来。好可怕的感觉哦，这个音乐。好棒哦！这边过不去是不是？
那你要不要先等等？
这边过不去是不是？这边过不去
要游泳过去啊。
是啊，这边不能烧是不是？
不能。
打飞。它不能减水啊。这边上 上去是直接接近吗？夺取。强化燕子。
强化燕子。
还有哎。
Why have you gone? Why spill this blood? Are you here to grant me death? Or is my freedom
那谁啊？我怎么他嫌弃？这是他的本体。
要剧透吗
I was attacked.
This is my prison. A fortress besieged. Murderers I await, and my forest protects me.
Murderers?
Murderous sisters killed my body. Now my soul they hunt, for I defy them.
Who are you?
I abandoned my circle, where I'd kept the balance. The crones killed me, and cursed my ghost.
Never heard of a druid circle in Velen.
I wander eternally through a maze of vows, helplessly sliding over a sea.
Must know the crones pretty well.
They are Velen's curse. They hear all through severed ears. They weave hair and twist lives. They take their strength from the broth of human flesh.
Why did they kill you?
The crones want this land. They'd rule the wood alone. I stood in their way. I had to die.
啊，这边只能选我释放你啊，是吗？
You claim to be imprisoned. How so?
I am bound here in fetters of magic. I wandered endlessly, a labyrinth of names. The children, I know all. I know what awaits them. Free me, please. I must help.
If something threatens the orphans,
？OK，你要选哦。
The children have been
你
taken.
把它放出来，那些孩子不会死；你把它放出来的话，那些男主会死掉，就这样。
But chained. I shall save them. Only I can.
why do you think the kids from the meadow are in danger?
The sisters took them. They shall not return.
Where'd they take them? I can help.
It is done already. It cannot be undone. There are no rules to our serving. They shall all die. Let them be saved.
The crones. What do you know about them?
The sisters are older than the oldest trees. Velen is their realm. All life here serves them. The sisters live concealed. You will not find them. They hear all. You cannot hide.
可是林中夫人总不可能叫我来，她叫我来是要我杀她，是不是？林中夫人的那个、啊，
你没看剧情吗？ 叫你来就在杀他的。
哦。
I can't decide just yet.
You must come back. Free me. I
你
beg
说
you.
救他是
Beware my
那些
sentence.
小朋友，
They stand guard still.
那些小朋友活，然后男爵死，是不是？
对。要考验人心的任务。
啊，男爵是谁的皇帝的首席？哦，他是那个什么逃
你是男爵
兵？
啊？
他是什么什么的逃兵？男爵死了，会有差吗？
啊？
男爵死了会有差吗？
其实这主线不会影响故事啊，就看你要怎么选而已。
救他是救小屁孩吧？
对
啊，不杀他就是救男爵。
对。最后再解，把男爵故事解掉。
最后再解，你说这个？
对，不急的解，因为这这部3个贯通的。
啊，可是男爵没有、
对啊
没有登录了呢。我还没赢卡牌哎、
你还没打牌哦？
我没办法赢、啊。
可以先把这个家中这2个故事连贯的、这2个故事在一起。
你说这啊，有难念的经啊
然后。下面这个临终副本是在一起的故事啊。
啊？
相连的啦。
它是相连的。
对。
如果我杀了他，是不是这些？比如说哪一个啊？这个任务都会失败啊，就是支线这个啊。
知道知道不能打牌而已啊，你打牌任务应该失败啊。
打牌任务可以得呀。嗯？男爵哦，这个啦，这个会失败啊。拜拜。
你要知道，你想知道他是谁的话，你可以去那个最下方那一座山，里面就有他的故事了。
最下方的一座山。
Magic. A place of power.
下方一座山是哪里？哪一座山啊？
最下面，再往下。
到底啊？这是什么啊？
看一下
天眼吗？哇，这一点一点哎，好酷哦！这什么地方啊？好整齐、
哦，那是那个黑衣人基地啊。
哦，没啦？你说这个啊？这里啊？
你玩
哪里有山啊？
有啊，就那艘船那边啊。
船这个？
对，在那边。
太远了吧？他故事要跑这么远才听啊？
对啊。
设计的很不便利呢。
基本上也没有人会去那边，好不好？那是主线才要去的。
哦。
开始也没人会知道那边有什么故事，好不好？
土元素它很强吗？
元素我不能放火烧哦。
看我现在才他妈的11等，那我先路过好了。哇，这边
啊，这里
哪里呀？这个
是啊，
我嘞，
就是那艘船那里啊。
很远，这里啊。
不是，
啊，很远，很远。
你可以从贝克岛那边
我先踩个
那过
点，
去啊。
我先踩个点，不要紧张。就是看守，谁看守？哎，有人看守啊？啊，就他，结束了。他有看守是怎样？今天中秋节放假，那也不让看守。
在一样。
好泽婆娘哦，好高等哦！哈，是怎样？薪水小偷哦，不好好看守。在线等。
What? Lost your nerve?
他是不会爬上来，就是他有没有东西可以捡啊？哼，哇！这边，哎，靠北啊！还有没有？好爽啊！这样炸他轰他。围兵马。哇，没点了哎，我只能去这里。还有多少点？哎，为什么不给我写？
你用那个雅克斯呢，冷静一点。
雅克斯。
对，这也不是你的马，好不好？
我想骑就骑啊。 Why not？ 哇，好多狼啊！上得去吗？哎，一手龙哎，安安。 传点啊，没传点的话很难过呢。雄鸡甲胄，这个是寻宝的那个吗？
对，极品耶。
我怎么上去？这可以上去吗？
记得这里有看板，不是啊，路标啊。
没有哎、他没有给我哎、有哎、
Miles and miles and miles.
哎、我想从这边过去，那可以过去吧？
我记得是说这个防护站界啊。
这洞是没办法进去，是不是？
没有办法。
好吧。
不过外面有只怪物了。
该不会卡点了吧？救命啊！哎、好出来了。哇，好远啊！
Boy, what no? Leave me be.
靠大小，嗯？看你是你在哭啊？
Show me what you.
这是什么？
没看过的哦，汉堡图啊，已经读过了。
哎，粉红色手套卖。加酒。哦，太贵。
So long.
You hear? They found Margaret in the woods. Bloody something awful. Torn to shreds. Some beast must have nabbed her.
I heard folk talking. It must have happened on wolves. But Neelan, that's who I feel for. Horrors of some sort took his wife, now her sister. Got none left to him in this world.
啊，尼尔姆他不是也是死了
No
吗？
wonder the lad up and left.
哎，
Might find solace elsewhere.
就是那个
This
男
be
主
the
角，
witchman. Freak of nature.
他们在讲的啊，
More interesting thing. Ouch.
那个狼人的故事啊。
God bless you.
他们在说狼人说好可怜，他们也死了这样。
Oh, hold on.
Can't be in two places at once, can I?
我觉得他在调侃，自我调侃。
We'll get the old window too soon. The stuffing full of that shard he told Edric to eat. Let him blow his guts out of his arse too. Could use some hair of the hound. Get out of my sight. Some strays want. What do you want?
Want to talk to the Peller?
Too late. We've got dibs on a chat with him. A long one.
先来后到。
What do you want from him?
To give him what he deserves.
And that is?
He done conjured auguries. Said something evil had made its nest in Edric's bowels. Told Edric to eat rowan berries, lots of them.
Ever since Edric's lived in the outhouse. And he's got hardened pustules all over him.
离开，
这里不影响吧？是不是？
不影响。
好了，你们走。钱是不可能给的啊。
Think you need to leave now.
想是他，感觉要跑腿。
Do we?
You do.
他一次只有一个对象。
Let's go then.
对啊，就只能对一个有效而已啊。
Gotta wonder about a man who could get Edric's friends all worked up. Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils. Who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Oh, a man. Nay, a wolf. Grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
他为什么戴鸡爪项链啊？好强哦！
You were expecting me.
Aye, as the bones declared I should. They shall come whose stench is rape and death, but the wolf shall disperse them, the white wolf. And thus he comes. Omens never lie.
Recognize this? Made of spruce wood, strong smell of juniper, designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an incense of earth, smoke and juniper. For Anna, to protect her.
You make the amulet?
Aye, sure 'twas the Peller. After the way of his forefathers, over still water in the light of a full moon. Proper as amulets go. It protected well. Should never have taken it off.
So, designed to protect her. From what?
Oh, the dear. Besieged she was, evil all around, wanting to possess her. Old magic, born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
'Tis not for mouth speech, nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more a Peller could do.
安娜是谁啊？
安娜就是那男爵
Anna and
小
her
伙
daughter
儿
are missing. Know where they are?
Nay, no, nay. Peller don't know.
在那边骗，
But the spirits could know. The Peller will augur, the spirits
鼻
ask.
子好大。
Spirits. Great. Fine with me. Long as I know where to look, where to find them.
Lost, lost, must be found. Princess! None better than Princess for finding things.
公主
Princess.
是
Which princess?
男爵的女儿。
不是
Princess, my goat! She's fled.
靠北啊，哦，就是那个公主。
Those men must have scared her off. Can we get back to the auguring?
Without the goat, impossible. No goat,
老人家
won't
就很
work.
固执，干。
他救他的羊，
Can't seriously think I'm gonna chase down your goat.
A Peller without a goat makes for a mute prophet.
Getting on my nerves, old man. I'm not going anywhere.
No princess, no prophecy, no augury. Witcher, will ye find my princess?
你溜出来啦。
Forget it. Not about to run around looking for a goat.
No princess, no prophecy, no augury.
你干嘛一直按那个啊？
Will ye find my princess?
我就是
The
叛逆
Peller
啊
will，prophesy as soon as she returns.
就只能帮他找，不然怎么办？
Fine. I'll get your goat.
The bell. The little bell's ringing. She loves it. Ring,
保护
ring,
它
and
好
she will
远哦，
follow.
不然让它
But
挂
for a
掉。
while. But
太
beware
难了
of
吧！我
wild
火烧就烧死
strawberries.
他了。
Raspberries too.
会的，
Yeah,
不会烧到它。
treacherous as beasts go. I always keep an eye out for them.
哎，他整放两个。哎，我被树卡住，白痴。
你先去把蓝就杀掉好了，还有修。
狼在哪？
This way, I think.
他该不会死了吧？他是羊哎。好肥啊！哇，脚印不见了。
Another clue.
他这里绕圈圈，好笑。
Good. There you are.
干，他好有协调哎。
Here, goat. Here, princess. Hoofed and horned. Should have known it would be stubborn. All right, time to try the bell. Come on, let's go see the Peller.
干，还敢
This
吃
way,
草啊？
Grace. Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow? Come on, take you back to the Peller. Misses you something awful.
前面有一个怪，不知道什么怪。熊哎、
Bear, bear, run, you stupid.
Where the hell did you go? Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow?
加啦。满血回归。
Princess, flee not from the Peller, for there are wolves about. Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
然后吵，哼，烧下巴以为是猫，是不是？
Can we talk about Anna and Tamara now? Know where they might be?
Blood. We need blood. A living being.
靠北。
Fine. Be right back.
啊，我不用去了，那么好。这只田鼠
This do?
中暑了，不行了，要烤来吃，只要把它烤来吃了。操！这只田 田鼠不行了，它要中暑了，只能把它拿来吃。
野味咯，野味就是美味啊。
康啊！他们老鼠也太大只了吧！
They are not here. They is gone. Blood. I see blood.
Whose?
No Anna. No Tamara. Just the child.
这是神呀，也是附身啊。
Child that lives not, yet did not die.
一个也没活着，也没有死掉的孩子，什么意思？
It's over? Is that it?
他的语
That is it.
Spirits had nothing more to say? Like where they went or
我一
where
点
they
就
are
知道
now?
了。
You came for an augury, and augur I did. They're gone. The child remains.
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was. And she miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps. Or ashamed, or forgetful. Or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
或者是他不知道。
Anna tell you all this? Did she come here after it happened?
Nay, not Anna. 'Twas the omens told me.
Great, so I can be sure it's true.
The omens need not your faith to be true. It is you who needs the omens to lead you to truth.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you, you must have noticed something.
The Pella's old, near blind. But Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast. Only comes to those who suffer.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown, without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders, it seeks vengeance.
A
我们解
botchling.
释英文文。
White wolf, wise wolf, catch the botchling. The botchling will help. Lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the white wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the Pella.
And what does the Peller do?
He awaits Forefather's Eve. He mixes the blood with milk, herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead with the living. There shall be no Forefather's Eve this year. But we'll find a way, all the same.
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming? That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honor not its meaning. Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
I hear you right. You mentioned Forefather's Eve? Pretty old custom. Thought it had died out.
Death lurks in every bog and puddle round here. Folk know they could die, their earthly matters unresolved. Then they require help, or they'll not know peace. Forefather's Eve must be performed. Light the tallow candles to lead them through the dark. Call them by name, appease their regrets. Only then may they depart in peace.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
哎，它有个瓶子哎。
White wolf.
Folk from the village come here often?
Oh, when help they need, the Pella they seek.
Help with what?
With the dead that come a-haunting, peace must be made. But they must then wait for Forefathers' Eve. Or when an evil spirit runs wild in a homestead. Drive the spirit off, the Pella can.
And if I needed, say, a love potion?
Then to the witch you would be sent. Not a matter for the Pella, that.
Could use a few potion ingredients. Show me.
哇，我卖好多东西哦。
对啊，东西卖很好啊。
龙族皮革，哇，他要卖这种东西也太屌了吧！
对啊，分解剂就可以买。
分解剂是怎样？
这是那种啊，做东西用的啊。
算了，啊，他不说破头烂铁。
So long.
哇，难绝啊！
对啊，看你要。
当然用飞的啊，飞到里面有告示牌吧？哦，在这里。
有啊。
没有里面，它是在那个桥外面，桥那边。看那只羊的穿透力叫声也太强了。
Whosoever finds the Baron's daughter will not go unrewarded.
Would the Baron like a new daughter? Got a few I can spare.
I've got a son to spare. Son's better.
People!
Wu-Ya飞。
Lightning strike.
海灰修除，阅读预言。
看你要不要打而已啦。我记得我好像是没打，把它变成小妖精。
哦，对。有预言啊，这样我算看了吗？好，我看了。
People!
Mercy!
I the youngins!
People! People!
那等下去救人了。
那我要进去要从这边走啊，绕好远。
可以先屠宰。
Set the stable afire. Put it out. I'll not go near there. Got a lot to live for still. Don't have we can carve this.
哎，直接进主线。
Oswin! Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire.
马上救人了。
Blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable. We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
好呗，你是不会，你是不会。
Looks like rain. Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
他在哪？
เป็นมาร้านน่ะแอบมันไม่อยู่แล้ว
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
I'm coming to get you.
他来没？
พอรู้ตัว
没看到人啊！没看到人哎、我现在算救到了吗？
We've a hero in our midst. The horses. Why, I'm prepared to forgive you the drubbing you gave those pricks at the crossroads.
没救到，
I know your wife
刚把
miscarried.
饭出来而已
Was that before or after
没
you
看到
beat
人
her
啊
to a！ pulp?
你有看到人吗？
Fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ah!
为什么要打呀？
They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
You'll never learn.
我把他打死了。
We need to talk.
喝醉了。
啊，我人到底有没有救出来？我刚刚没看到人。
有啊，你刚没他救出来啊。
所以他死了。啊，任务失败。
对呀、啊。只有把马扮出来而已。
靠背啊！
You beat them.
啊，就没看到人
I
啊。
never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
打女生那针就是渣。
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober.
没有
She
啊，他
was
其
there
实
to
被戴
greet
绿
me when
帽
I。returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
Expect me to believe you are a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
看你要怎么选啊，不影响。
Doesn't much matter now. I know how to find them.
How?
I know about the baby.
Anna and I. It wasn't as it seemed. Seems.
All right, I'm all ears. Tell me what happened. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
Aye. We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
What happened next?
Next? It only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, and Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
表示深表同情。
I sympathize. I do.
Thank you. And know that I hope you find your Ciri.
我记得我好像写
means I need to
他是
find
骂我
Tamara
人
and Anna
血。
first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
我来介绍。
A cursed creature that draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
But how? How does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Still not sure what to do.
Whatever you decide, we must put an end to my child's suffering.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. Need to tend to something first.
Be quick. And me? What am I to do in the meantime?
Sober up.
我看看有没有失败。没有。
啊，没有，那就没有。
刚刚那个是什么任务啊？
有救出来哦。
那任务名称叫什么啊？
应该要看主线吧。
刚刚那个对话是主线的。
应该看主线里面啊，看主线有没有打勾打叉吧。
主线不可能打叉啊。失踪的马哦。
啊，不用啊，我知道你知道怎么知道啊？你去外面就有人跟你说你有没有救出来了。
是啊。
对。
啊！
那个人在哪？
You, white one. Think your two swords can take on 40?
没有啊，他没有。
Fucking shit eater.
Help me in.
Wouldn't mind him. Looking for someone who can craft me some armor. Gotta be top quality.
Well, I've been at it 20 years now. Mastered the craft in some respects, if I do say so myself.
You wish.
Don't listen to her. She's been sore lately, snorting every chance she gets. So, what kind of armor are we talking about?
Light, but durable. Can't constrain movement, and I gotta be able to get in it without anybody's help.
That all? Sure it shouldn't be self-cleaning. And how about it wipe your arse after you take a shite in the bushes?
裙吗？
Sounds great. Can you make a suit like that?
No, but find someone who can, and I'll gladly meet them. Ought to know one thing when it comes to armor. If it's got to be durable, it can't be light.
It can. Just needs the proper tools to make it. Tools like the folk of Clan Tordaroch use on Undvik.
Joanna, I told you time and again to stay silent when I talk to customers. Shouldn't pester folk with those nonsense Skellige legends of yours.
It ain't legend, and it ain't nonsense. My granddad would go to Undvik for his armour. Said Tordaroch folk made the best. Till last year, that is, when a giant ravaged their island. Inhabitants either ran off or died, but the forge should still be in one piece.
Worth looking into. Say I find the tools. Will you craft the armor for me?
On condition you bring the tools. But only then.
These legends mention where the forge might be?
Yes, north side of the isle, in a cave. Clanfolk carved out a rock face to build it.
Look for the tools next time I'm in Skellige. Take care now.
这么高。
跟讲话的就失败了。
他失败，他也会跳出来啊。这个吗？不是。 可是他也没有任务显示哎。
对，还没有任务啊，它只是组建中的任务而已啊。
失败就一个啊。
我记得你把人救出来，他那个人会出来跟你讲话。那应该是你没救出来吧？
他没有跟我讲话。 我下不重要。
你可以去马兰找他看看呢。
on a lot of you.
啊，房在哪？
别人怎么才进去的呢？这边好像有个墙壁可以过来，对不对？
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am. What's new in the broad world? See, you're a man well travelled, so tell me.
What?
Uh-huh.
那你是被困在哪？
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
这不能出去啊！
但是从这里下来的，他
对啊，
只
下来就这样而已啊！你怎么会有人？ 啊，尸体啊，没人啊。
啊，我紧啊，无救着，歹死啊！这惊我
现在半夜还是要早上？
You white one, look like you got soused last night too.
这间是什么？哦，该不会卡点了吧？
Blowing hangover.
Oi, white knob.
先去拿我的午餐。
还在吃早餐呢。
Buffaloes have brought us rain.
What is it, Grey Boy?
Best give Crow Perch a wide berth.
Well, ready?
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
A bit further. Follow me.
我就开始解喽。
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
哦，日本话再剪下去。
好，你要开始选哦，你要选什么 ？OK， 你要用亚克西控制它，不然用会失败哦。
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
它8款的时候你要用亚克西控制它。
What happens when it gets plowing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
然后你要一边打什么怪物，一边救男爵。
好难啊！
我当初就是这样子的。
他好肥啊！
对呀。好，切换到亚克西。好了。
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends and change it into a lubberkin.
他这中间他会知道啊。
选家里面。
他抱的样子好不一样。他会吸其他怪来的。
他反而会跟你讲。跑出来了。
雅克骑士7。
来！你按个困难了，干！
真假的？
你雅克骑呢？
雅克骑啊？
有啊。
有啦。
你看啊。
有啦。
看到10了。
我对到白痴，我对到10。为什么不会显示协调啊？好悲啊
！10干掉了。
战犯呢？走开了。有吧？
哦有，我原来等他讲话。
好悲啊！哎，我很紧张。
What do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, watch over your house and help me find your family.
Yeah.
Need to hurry.
好悲啊！
你操控你现在你是地板上不了。
Squirming again, like a dick. It worked. It stopped.
Chosen a name?
No.
So think of one. It's important.
It's a girl. What would Anna have named her?
Cherry.啊，只有2波攻击而已啊，那还好，我以为要3波哎。好胖。
What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
但估计这个也蛮难打的，好不好？你选简单的。
Earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee, Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Daya should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. The guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But...
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again. By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Don't object to your white mug.
快点跪啊！他们看得到。
我不知道。
Wizardry! Fucking shit!
嗯。
Let me live.
饶我一命。
他没事哎，他看不到，八字太重。不会就住在这间吧？应该不是吧
？Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it.
这手镯怎么长得跟杯子一样
Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. Clothing. They change in here? Both were here. I'm going the right way.
这间屋子可以进去啊？
可以啊。
不行，好。
哦，不行。
Wants to show me something more.
Wow, 我怎么我好友那么厉害？照片拍的有多好看？
什么鬼？什么东西？
签友会呢？照片拍的有多漂亮？
你说别人呢？
对啊。
因为他是别人啊。哦，还爆炸，没电。好不要。
Necrophages had a field day. Still worth a closer look.
出来。
Should examine that horse carcass.
哇塞，他刀都拍的有够溜的。
你说路人是不是？
对啊。
因为他是路人啊。
出那什么？你现在是开会那种照片出来。
开会。
为什么叫你像老板在这正中间
？Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
反正人一定花很多钱。
哼，你也可以啊。
不要哎、欸。
嗯。
觉得我分身比我欧了，要命啊！
还敢跟啊？你这狗狗跑了。
跑了。
谁家？这谁家？
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
被出卖
了。被小孩出卖了。
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb
打也没用啊。
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of our father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is high. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the Crow's Perch with a baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I mean. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
'Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye. No, these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twas the only reason we escaped.
The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I did that. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Thanks for your help.
The lady, she'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
可以去找他女儿了。
现在醒熊熊冒出多2个小朋友，而且还笑声超诡异。
啊？
太给了。
逃生特，你有买 DLC 吗？啊，没有。不然就可以去逃生特玩了。还想偷啊？
那我都掉干了。
一个盘子。
这么大一个柜子就给一个盘子，差评。
他们都穷酸人家，你还想偷？你可以先去找他女儿。
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
现在去吧。
300好多。
对呀。他女儿在那个拉多维德城镇呢。
哇，好远。
你直接飞过去那边就好了。看吧，你去林登维尔那边。啊，旁边还可以问号诶，你可以顺便去啊。
踩个点。到1了。
那应该是水鬼吧？走失误吗？ 边应该有水果在守护。
战略品，还有战略品。
你没拿弓哎。还有一件。
要钥匙，月之刃。
好了，没有东西了。
哇，它的这个怎么有2个 LED 啊？
我想跟你讲，这里有钥匙的。到营地，放火烧他们。告诉你的英格尼强化有搬到道具栏里面吗？还是不用办？
有啦。
哦。在干嘛？
我不知道。
显示你弓箭了。
想偷跑。哎，这样好像好。哎呦，他们在煮好料哦，有螃蟹呢。
给呀。
懂吃哦。
必须强盗这么好命。
真的吃好料。
一定抢别人的。
点燃。
恶魔煎药。哪里？
不是。
我记得不是可以把任务点它变成另外一种，把任务变成第二个。
我不知道哎。
要怎么按的？不知道键盘怎么按。
What can I do with you?
Let me see.
Oh.
废物。干剑。 哎，都11等哎，4就套做出来了吗？
要跟谁做？
要找工匠啊。
应该是还没啦。花。工匠。
So long.
护甲师应该也可以啊。住在里面啊。应该在后面吧，后面有个房子。
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek sent you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
你可以对猫咪用雅克洗，它就跟着你。
是啊。
对啊。
这游戏不能撸猫，很可惜啊。它是母的。
你怎么知道？
因为它没有蛋蛋啊。
哦。
我们有蛋蛋会在屁股那边。
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive and well.
哇，他好前卫
I'm
哦。
Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Your father's a vile man. You're angry and bitter. Can't blame you.
Why do you help him then? Why did you take this job?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing? He shoved her, she fell, that's how it started. We were alone, no one to help, blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the charge. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the
永恒
Church
之
of the
火
Eternal
啊！
Fire? A priest helped me contact the
女巫猎
Redanian
人，
witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned. What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter. Interesting.
Interesting.
Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher. I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity. Stripped you of emotions.
You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples. Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Hope you know what you're getting into.
I've never been more certain. The Eternal Fire is the best thing that could happen to me.
In that case, good luck.
Thank you for respecting my choice. Farewell.
我觉得杰洛特很想撸猫，可是没有办法撸。小喵宝，
小喵宝，
它有名字哎，它是这游戏世界里面唯一有名字的猫咪哎。
对啊，你可以用雅克西控制它，它就跟着你。
小喵宝。
好，它跟着你了。
小喵宝来，它好像带那个羞耻圈。他是加入谁的行列啊？那个什么士兵啊？
之火啊。
哦。
我记得这边也有个告那什么指标，在船那边。
你家很有钱哎、
农民超有钱的。
对啊，有钱农夫哎、我家怎么那么穷？哭了。
房子这么破烂。
他是我看过最有钱的农夫哎。冲来回，冲来回。又是哪个刀？
没东西了吗？哦，一瓶水。
这好像看过。
有没有看过了？
有钱人的房子就是这么的熟悉。
对呀，你那边还有一本书。哦，贪少。
超诡异。还抽烟斗哎，很有钱哦。
看起来穿那种破烂的样子。
对，有些人都是这么的朴实无华，低调。
哦。
哎，拱起来，吓到，好好笑。哎，还没中。
开门，小猫把开门。
真的。哦，有啊。
你可以去船那边啊，我记得船那边有个看那种指标。
Good day.
The white wolf. No big grab proper. Still not safe at night. Not a step closer.
这边可以下去吗？还是会被抓
Eternal fire walk with you.
Long live
哦，这里啊。
去拉多维的那艘船，那艘很大的好船边。
谁是拉多维的？
这个国王啊。从巫师1陪伴到现在。
哦，是啊。巫师1，是巫师1结局要被刺客杀的那个国王，还是巫师2结局
What do you want, wanderers? Whoa!
应该可以从外面看到他吧？那艘很大艘船里面，就可以知道他在里面。
哇，你说红色的沙啊？
对啊。应该坐在椅子上。
What?
Your kind spreads disease, defeatism and desertion.
Pray.
对，你干嘛？
看一下，哎，他谁？
他是主线的 NPC 啊。
Here to talk about the contract.
Contract? Ah, yes. Put my mark to something of the sort. Seems a creature's attacking lonely passers-by, abandoning their corpses in gutters around Oxenford.
Isn't that something you should look into?
Perhaps, but we've a ploughing war to win. Haven't got the time to clean gutters.
Let's talk about the reward.
Acquit yourself well and you'll not be disappointed. Redanian army's no band of scruffs. We can afford to hire a witcher.
行得起，那我加满好了。靠背。
那你加满吧。
I know guildsmen ought to be decently rewarded, but there you
起得起，干没说大话。妈的，我最讨厌这种人。
哎，只抽一半呢。他都已经
失败会怎样？任务失败。
对。
靠背啊。
你调一半吧，差不多300多吧，300。
I see you've taken a more reasonable.
320左右吧。
Very well. That I can pay with a clear conscience.
可能嫌贵，妈还嫌贵。
I'll take the job.
不缺钱吗？
Need to hear some details.
You'll learn everything I know.
Like to examine the victims' bodies.
A corpse is a corpse.
I see the wounds. Might be able to tell what kind of monster killed them.
Ask our Sawbones. He'll know if the corpses have been burned or not. You'll most likely find him in the hut on the riverbank. Our impromptu morgue.
Any witnesses to these attacks? Anyone see the beast?
Some woman survived an attack. They say she's not been sober since. I'll try the tavern in Oxenfurt if you're willing to try talking to her.
Won't give me any trouble with the reward, will you?
Nah, I want this out of my hair.
看，又是一个高等的任务。
可以去做19趟啊。
哎，我不会上去。
Well, well. Carduin of Lan Exeter, head of the Conclave of Mages. Or should I say the Conclave of Mages not yet turned to ash at the stake?
What do you want?
那什么？失血了。
Seems to me it's a golden age for the Conclave. For mages in general, huh?
We've seen the dawn of hard times for mages. The Conclave does everything in its power to help them survive.
Is that a fact? As long as they don't mind being yoked and muzzled.
And I say, it's easy to play the hero, die a foolish death. But someone must survive, preserve our body of knowledge for future generations. You don't understand. You cannot. But sometimes it takes courage to be a coward.
Radovid pleased with the witch hunts?
No. And he shan't be until he sees Philippa Eilhart atop a pyre.
Your king doesn't forget easily.
Such things as she did to His Majesty are impossible to forget.
Farewell.
Oh, watch your step.
What now?
Farewell.
我可以上这艘船吗？好像不行哎，它没有给你上去的选项。
就走主线才上得去啊，不然基本上不能上去的。
它没有设计的上去那个地方。
你可以在上面看文玩长什么样子。我记得这边有个铁匠啊，不是吗？还有护甲师
有啊，可是它有时候隐藏起来，不知道冲哪小。
Wouldn't know where the parrot is, would you?
I want to talk with you.
对，送魔猎人好像没有女生哎。
Choked to death on 3 pounds of steel.
You hear her wailing yesterday? What do they do there?
Same as always. Started with her fingernails, ended with breaking her bow.
White one? I did not know this nuisance.
Ah!
Will you craft something for me?
银剑，施救兽银剑，单。
为什么这里有加零的？什么意思啊？为什么他特别写出来加零？
没有，我要变成零啊！好了，你已经做出来了，再做第2把。
还可以升级啊？
对，这把武器可以升级。还有干剑，施救兽干剑呢？好了，这是铠甲，铠甲要去找护甲。哦，强化马鞍哦。
Farewell.
护甲师，我记得好像是道具店附近啊，3人附近。
道具店。
那个看板后面那个盘子的。
What can I get you? A compass, a straight edge. Going cheap, limited time offer.
魔法怎么变魔法针了？
我不知道啊。哦，刚刚在找那个啦，那是山羊啊，他强制帮你放那个铃铛，然后我头发就被弄下来。
Found another corpse yesterday, drained to the last drop, not an ounce of blood left. Skinny bones.
Last, streets aren't safe no more.
Ah, you got nothing to fear. Haven't you heard? The beast only attacks rich blood.
Ah,
not even blacks.
我到了。
隔壁间的。
看，给我开锁！哦，我要走后门。
Well, Witcher.
Greetings again.
You're in luck. I actually do have a special order for you.
Oh, that's fantastic.
哇，我5000块，我好有钱。
施灸裤呢？施灸衣服。哇，你没有材料？那什么材料？
哪里啊？哦，买就好了。
哦。
衬衣。好。
好。施灸鞋。施灸手套。用少原料啊，你知道？皮革碎布。有一皮革碎布要合成的、啊。
合成啊？它这有合成吗？
有吧？你别修理啊，都卖掉了。
还是我把那个拆掉，我身上穿的那个拆掉就了。
还有皮革碎布了。
还是我自己合成的。
So long.
什么？
他不给合成的，我要自己合成，是不是？
有啊，那你不就合成？
工艺。
打造材料。
有呢，很多了哦。
对，你可以去找他合成。
哈？为什么不能在这里制造？
对，工艺不能自己做，你要找铁匠、工匠，还有护甲师。
Greetings.
可是它好像没有合成的。哦，有了。皮革碎布。我现在几个啊？
才一个啊，好了2个。你可以打造手套。
哪里啊？手套。
好了，没有材料了。
So long.
手long。穿上去。
它会有套装加成吗？
我记得好像顶级才有。
全副武装，水哦，这套看起来比较顺眼了一点。卖掉了。
Greeting.
So long.
So long.
起手劲啊，靠呀。
Greetings.
Show me.
你可以做强化燕子啊，你做强化燕子配版。
跟他要啊。
你不是有捡到？
对啊，他可以做、啊，这个老板可以做，是不是？
不行啊，你只能自己做啦。你留那么多箭矢要干嘛？那些箭矢真的用不到、
可以发射啊。
我都没在用的，我都是无限箭矢那个一开始那个。
So long.
燕子不是自己做就好了。燕子。 对呀。
强化猫是什么？毒素免疫。
黑暗精华。
黑血。
黑血怎么拿？他都没说明来。
有啊，黑血就是你还没做那个魔药啊。
还没做那个魔药。
就是最下面那一罐哦。
哦。吸血鬼。
炸弹有3颗，你的炸弹有什么？强化炸弹吗？反魔法金属，强化蜂窝。
小巫妖很难遇到哎。
小巫妖还好遇吧？
我上次我到现在只遇过1次。差不多。
没放上去啊。强化衣服你的。
这是什么？
不用啊，直接带过去不就好了？
主动护盾。
按着不办那一张。哇，加40%，加2个40%。
这样是它是直接加成啊，加80啊。
对啊。
水哟。开心的吹风扇，吹屁啊！
你去找能姐。
Go on, don't think twice, just buy.
看我垃圾，哟，一堆垃圾。
How's business? All goes well. What can I do?
Let me see.
哇，那好有钱哦！
对呀，你可以听他打牌。打牌喽！
不要怕，我不怕。
Wanted to play cards. Doubt we need to wait till tomorrow.
我看你可以用大地盘了没？你可以先玩，看那个大地盘可不可以用啊？
哪里大地盘？
地方牌组啊。
地方牌组什么意思？
就上面那个啊，尼伯德加德帝国，看你有没有用了。
可以啊。
对啊，我看一下你领袖可以换用谁？
可以换领袖。这不是一样的吗？肉屠杀。
这个是什么？地形旅，好啊，用这个好了。我看一下哦，诱饵。 换2张好了。然后烧灼，领导号角，给一个酸伞，浓雾，地形雨，晴天，哇哦！我把那个5、10、16、5户放进去啊，攻击都超强的。把攻击一高牌这样塞进去。我靠，你大地牌都好强啊！
大地牌是什么？
对呀、就这个啊。
这个叫大地牌。
对呀、这些都是大地牌啊。
哇，大地牌怎么那么少？
要塞进去啊！不用犹豫。啊，你牌就不够。
对啊，刚好全部放进去。
哦呀，那你还不能大力来，你猜这个没有用啊，把前面拿出来了，在地形里啊。地形雨啊，你塞浓雾干嘛？
那反正还够啊，我牌就
那
是
特别牌不一样。
还不一样。
地形雨拿掉啊，我看一下，所以你没有间谍牌，好吧？你大地牌不能用好，那你先用这个好了，北方领域。
烂。
你把那个酸伞拿掉一张，还有晴天。你放诱饵好了，先放诱饵，放诱饵。
全部啊？
你领袖有哪些？这是什么？清除天气，好啦，你用第1张好了。啊，不用，第2张好了，用第2张。
差在哪？我不太懂差在哪。
哎呀，其实都没有什么用啊。好了，可以开始了。要丢什么呢？把攻击1的丢掉好了。丢什么了？号角被丢了。
靠背，我按错了。
把晴天丢了吧？哇！啊，算了，没太没关。你先把鉴别牌丢到对面。
鉴别牌哦。
刚刚妈妈说2只都睡到生殖子了。现在嘞？
要对手，先攻击16。
我想要干嘛？
最多你丢攻击4的1张。
2张啊？
哎。那丢攻击4的那1张一模一样的。变16了。我张攻击4的，不用打地形雨。
地形雨。
哎，对。对弓箭手，丢浓雾。你出左耳弹，
出什么？是
波坦啊。哇，你可以按
跳过。
呀，我看看，你用哦，你用弃权好了，再跳过，能跳过。哇哦，他剩3张牌了，应该可以了吧？
不一定哦，他如果3张都是死的话，我就输了。
现在是弓箭了，你出第一张弓箭。对啊，你应该把右牌弄回来啊！干，我是干嘛？
哼哼。
哎，再把这张出去。啊，你看看。攻击力4，然后这张出去。
哎，水呀！
好了，你赢了，应该是平手啊。
为什么？
对方没牌呀，你也没攻击牌啊。
哇，他也没牌了，他放弃。
哦有，你有牌。你多抽1张牌，这张出进去你就赢了。好了，你赢了，不用出了。
哇，好难得哦，赢了。有得到东西吗？打扣。
酸闪，结果是这一张。
So long.
你不要去找这打牌，不假真的。找男爵打牌。
最新的也要17等。我会醒来睡个午觉。
好。